this WrestleTalk news, free agents debuting for AEW, Johnny Gargano teases, Karrion Kross's future and more. Subscribe and enable notifications to always on for daily wrestling news. And also go subscribe to our other wrestling channel, Parts Unknown, because it's the big fat Quizzlemania of the year today.
Support WrestleTalk!
Tonight, we will finally get the answer what would come first, winter or Veer Mahan, because it's Wednesday and you know what that means. It's AEW's Winter is Coming special. The show will see MJF versus Dante Martin to decide the winner of this year's Diamond Ring, a no DQ match between the promotion's actual best feud right now, Serena Deeb versus Hikaru Shida, and easily the biggest bout on the show, Hangman Page versus Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Championship. I don't care about great wrestling anymore. I just need shocking debuts. Give me all the shocking debuts, AEW. No, not Tony Nese. I need premium, uncut shocking debuts straight into my veins. Ahead of tonight's special, AEW President Tony Khan has teased just that in an interview to DAZN. I'm more than aware that there's a number of free agents out there. Wrestlers I admire too, but I've got to say that you just have to keep watching over these next few weeks, and not just Winter is Coming. Khan certainly seems to be suggesting something could happen tonight, but AEW also has a packed next 4 weeks to have the shocking debuts I need so much on, including next week's Holiday Bash Dynamite and Christmas Day Rampage, the last episode of Dynamite on TNT, followed by that show's debut on TBS at the start of next year, and then the Battle of the Belt special on the 8th. It's probably good there's so much real estate to make a shocking debut on, because wrestling's current free agents who could legally show up on AEW at any time now include Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Kyle O'Reilly, the entire Ring of Honor roster, and one Johnny Gargano who hosted his first live stream last night where he said,
"The Johnny Wrestling chants, they mean the world to me. And if you chant Johnny Wrestling somewhere loud enough, you never know what could happen. Like, I could show up anywhere at this point. That's real. Like, I'm free to do whatever I want. So if someone wants to see me bad enough, the Johnny Wrestling chants come in, I'll hear them. I watch everything, so you never know."
Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny... Oh no, wait, no, that's Candyman. I'm doing the movie Candyman, where if you say Candyman 5 times and the Candyman comes to murder you... Actually remade Candyman. Oh no, I've said it! I'm not dead. But Tony and Johnny aren't the only ones who've been teasing an influx of big names to AEW. Thanks for your support on Patreon, Ryan B. Bad and the Rude Ruler, Ruben. You can get your own shout out by going to patreon.com/WrestleTalk. Mikey Ruckus is AEW's version of Jim Johnston. He's the composer behind most of the promotion's original songs, including such hits as Adam Cole's All About the Boom, Eddie Kingston's Cold World, and Miro's Redeemer. And he's just teased on Twitter that he's working on some of his biggest material yet. I want you to remember this tweet. This time next year, you will be saying that 2022 was the biggest year in the history of all wrestling music. Watch what happens next. Oh my god, they're covering The Rock's Pie song. What I love about that song is that it's not problematic at all. If you could only pick one person, which of the big free agents do you realistically think will debut for AEW over the next 4 weeks? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'll be replying to people for the first 30 minutes after this video goes live from out of nowhere. Saying Jackson Riker. It's not just released WWE talent who could show up though, there's also that entire promotion that just wound up over last weekend, Ring of Honor, and its longest tenured tag team being there since ROH's first show, are building a match with AEW's FTR on Twitter.
FTR, hey, your boys done made a mistake, let me tell you, your boys done made a mistake.
Tell them something, at this point it's winning where? Winning where, boys? I'll send us a plane ticket. Text me a plane ticket. Y'all got my number? Hell, it could be a bus ticket. Hey, you know what? Hey, Tony Khan, fill your little private jet up. You can park that bitch out in the cornfield. All right? Come scoop us. Come scoop us up, man. We ready. Hey, winning where? Winning where? with the bullshit. Let us know when. Let us know where. Yo, I'm about to hop on this Bobcat and smooth a path out for Tony Khan's private jet. Land right in that cornfield. Come scoop.
I'm not sure that's how aeroplanes work. This feud began at ROH's final battle over the weekend, where FTR attacked the Briscoes after their tag match. Dax and Cash have spoken about wanting to face the Briscoes before, and Dax has replied to them now on Twitter, "Top guys versus dem boys, let's effing go," with a picture of his head. But it's not only FTR and the Briscoes who are hoping to get Uncle Tony to book them in a match. Jonathan Gresham left Final Battle as the ROH World Champion, and he's vowed to continue defending the belt even while the promotion is on hiatus until April 2022. Two of the names he wants to face most are Bryan Danielson and CM Punk, given their own histories with the Ring of Honor Championship. And now Danielson himself has replied, "I'd love to wrestle Jonathan Gresham. I love his style. He's got a great mat wrestling style. I think he's one of the guys who have really carried on the tradition of real technical wrestling. And I think that match would be a lot of fun." Just a word for all the incoming AEW talent though, pay attention to the helpful signs backstage, directing you to the correct babyface or heel entrance tunnels. It's either that or Cody Rhodes' locker room door. It says it on my door, stop booing me! But there's still more people who could potentially show up, with a super faction of released WWE stars seemingly coalescing. Also at Ring of Honor's Final Battle, EC3 unveiled his new supergroup of the Titan, Braun Strowman, Wesley Blake, and this guy. Nobody knows who that is. Perhaps he's just a placeholder, as Strowman has now teased on his Instagram another ex-WWE star will be joining them, former NXT champion Karrion Kross, posting a graphic of Titan, Kross, and EC3 in front of their Control Your Narrative tagline, along with the caption, "Time will tell, hashtag TikTok, hashtag all you have to do is nick, hashtag you've been warned, hashtag the idea." This picture makes it look like the 3 stages of evolution in a gritty Pokemon reboot. This isn't just a case of Titan randomly posting about other free agents, as Kross himself has commented, "Countdown begins, egg timer emoji, shaking hands emoji, skull emoji." Kross's 90-day non-compete clause expires on the 2nd of February, which would rule him out of appearing for AEW, Impact, or anywhere else before then. Although Scarlett Bordeaux has told fans at the KNS WrestleFest virtual signing, her and Kross have no plans to return to Impact right now. Kross is set to make his first post-WWE appearance at WrestlePro's Killer Instinct show on the 5th of February, wrestling Flip Gordon. But move aside every single other free agent in wrestling right now, because there is only one act everyone wants to see next year: the reuniting Too Cool of Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty. Mr. 2 Hotty has tweeted a photo of them both with the caption, "So this happened today, ready for 2022. Peace emojis, sunglasses emojis, peace emojis." I can confirm that is Scotty 2 Hotty, by the way, and not Joe Exotic. Scotty left his trainer role in NXT last month, a position he's held for almost 5 years because of the brand's recent change in direction. He then posted his 2022 goals, where he wants to wrestle around the world, have fun, and get released from prison. Sorry, no, that's Joe Exotic getting released from prison. That's a Joe Exotic thing. Despite not having teamed together since 2014, Rikishi himself replied, "Boom, 2022. Peace emoji, aeroplane emoji, globe emoji, thumbs up emoji, film clapperboard emoji, glass of red wine emoji, bag of money emoji." Which I think means he's going to wrestle around the world, make a movie, have a glass of red wine, and make a bag of money. Hashtag free Joe Exotic. I don't believe that hashtag. I think he's probably done some horrible things. Kevin Owens might be joining them on the independent scene next year, as his WWE contract expires in January, and he's reportedly expected to leave the company by those behind the scenes. But given the type of wrestler KO is, he's not going to phone in a single performance, and he's revealed on Twitter that the missed cannonball spot on Bobby Lashley, where he missed and landed flat on the mat outside the ring on this week's Raw, was one of the 3 worst bumps he's ever taken. I often get asked what hurt me the most throughout my career, and there's 2 specific things that always come to mind, but as of last night, there's a new answer to add to that list, because for some reason, This absolutely destroyed me. Unfortunately for Owens, not that many people saw it, with Raw pulling in a terribly low 1.57 million, one of its lowest figures in history. At least there's a sliver of good news, as the key 18 to 49 demographic actually increased from last week's all-time record low to just be the second worst number ever. There's no NXT review podcast, I'm afraid, today because we've got so much stuff to record ahead of Christmas, but instead, here's Tempest with his review of last night's episode in about 5 minutes.
Another week, another NXT champion getting pinned. What's going on, WrestleTalk friends and fans? Tempest is back with a review of NXT 2.0. In about 5 minutes. So this show kicked off with the no-holds-barred match between Cameron Grimes and Duke Hudson. This to me was a fairly tame no-holds-barred match. They did use some plunder with the poker table and some chairs getting involved, but on the whole, I don't know, the last match was the blow-off. I don't know the reason that we had to have another match, and I still don't know the reason coming out of it. I guess they just wanted another segment so Cameron Grimes could unveil Duke Hudson's bald head, but I mean, I don't know, that's kind of what the last match was for. It was fun, I just didn't see much of a reason for this match. It was fine though, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. We then got a promo from Grayson Waller explaining his actions attacking Johnny Gargano last week. He was getting some pretty decent heat from the crowd with plenty of chants of shut the hell up and ass. But where they lost me was where they brought up the tweets, some of which were vaguely mean and none of which were clever at all. And Grayson Waller was just kind of a smug prick about everything. He said he was the NXT star, and this was a pretty decent promo. I didn't get that much out of it, but it was pretty decent. He called out Vic Joseph. I like that. I like treating the people involved in this show like real people. Again, this segment was pretty decent, and I'm interested to know where Grayson Waller goes next. I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. The next match saw Ivy Nile take on Amari Miller. This was another fairly short match, and Amari Miller managed to get in a lot more offense than I was expecting, but still, this was a showcase for Ivy Nile, doing push-ups on her opponent and eventually getting the win with the reverse dragon sleeper. Of all the stars in the mix in the women's division right now in NXT, Ivy Nile definitely has me intrigued the most. She has such a unique look and wrestling style, and both of those things together make her a very interesting package. This match wasn't long enough to get more than about a 3 out of 5, but Ivy Nile definitely carried it to that point. This match gets a 3 out of 5. We then got the in-ring debut of Harlan as he took on Guru Raj. They've once again totally lost me with this storyline. I have no idea what's happening anymore. Harlan did in fact make quick work of Guru Raj, but this whole storyline is supposed to have been that Joe Gacy could see the true side of Harlan and everybody judges him because he looks the way that he does, and then he goes out there and he's just a murderer. Am I missing something here? So you're upset that people look at you because you look like a murderer, but you're also a murderer. What's the problem here? This was just a squash, and then afterwards Harlan threw Brian Kendrick down a flight of stairs. I haven't got the slightest clue what's going on with Harlan and Joe Gacy. This match gets a 2 out of 5. Next up, we had Cora Jade taking on Dakota Kai. I was a really big fan of this match. This was one of the more competitive matches on the show, with Cora Jade really taking it to Dakota Kai, which is a big change from what we've seen from her in weeks past. Dakota Kai was shown to have had the experience edge in this match, but when she went to go and try and incorporate her shovel into the match, Cora Jade was able to roll her up and get the win. Afterwards, of course, Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai brawled out into the parking lot and Toxic Attraction attacked Cora Jade. I think they've done a really good job of setting Cora Jade up for a future title shot against Mandy Rose. Whether she wins that or not, I don't know, but I think the storyline getting there has been very good so far. This whole segment was one of the better things on the show. This gets a 4 out of 5. We then had Tony D'Angelo taking on Andre Chase in a match to see who had the more ridiculous NXT 2.0 gimmick. This was another short but fun match, with Tony D'Angelo eventually getting the win with his spinning fisherman buster, and afterwards he was confronted by Pete Dunne, who took back his mouth guard. I probably would have washed that before putting it back in my mouth, I'll be honest. It's still funny to me that they're essentially setting up this rivalry between Tony D'Angelo and Pete Dunne after it's already started, but hey, it's NXT 2.0, I'll take what I can get. This match and segment was pretty fun. This gets a 3 out of 5. And then the next match we had was Boa taking on Idris Inoue. I cannot stress to you how much more interested I am in Idris Inoue having seen him wrestle one time and knowing very little about his character than I am in Boa. And yet, having said that, Boa was the one that was able to pick up the win in this match with Solo Sikoa watching on from backstage. Because why push a new star when we can try again with Boa for the 100th time? Christ on a Pop-Tart, I was not a fan of this, and I'm really just kind of tired of seeing Boa wrestle, honestly. Give him something else to do, or get him off my screen. This gets a 2 out of 5. We then had a tag team match as Jacket Time took on the Grizzled Young Veterans. The biggest takeaway in this match for me was that Wade Barrett might have had the most questionable call I've heard on commentary all year, as he said that he would prefer Jacket off time. You want to run that by me one more time, Wade? Even Vic Joseph couldn't believe what he was hearing. Anyway, this match continued the story that the Grizzled Young Vets are just totally inept at this point for some reason. It's never been explained why they just all of a sudden can't wrestle anymore, but they can't, as they lost to Jacket Time here. The match itself was pretty fun, even though I'm totally baffled by the direction of everyone involved. This gets a 3 out of 5. And then we got the main event as Braun Breaker took on NXT Cruiserweight Champion Roderick Strong. Just in case that you forgot that Roderick Strong is in fact a champion, seeing as how he loses on TV every time I see him. Carmelo Hayes was watching from the crow's nest, and it looks like there's going to be some sort of interplay between him and Roderick Strong about who the champion of NXT is, even though it's actually Tommaso Ciampa, in case you've forgotten. Braun Breaker looked really good in this match. He hit another big Frankensteiner. I love seeing that. And Roderick Strong was able to carry this match through with his experience and hitting a lot of backbreakers and gutbusters and all of his Roderick Strong things. Ultimately, Braun Breaker was able to get the win with his big press power slam because, of course, we need to pin a champion on NXT every week. It's not NXT 2.0 unless we pin a champion. And then after the match, Braun Breaker was attacked by Tommaso Ciampa, hitting the Widow's Bell and telling him that he may have won the battle at War Games, but the NXT Championship is the war. I am intrigued to see Braun Breaker face Tommaso Ciampa for the title again. I have to imagine that Braun Breaker will win that time, but this main event was pretty fun. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. So overall, this episode of NXT was a bit better than usual. There were no bad finishes on the show, and I think that really helped a lot. That being said, I didn't really care about many of the matches and segments, but no bad finishes is such a breath of fresh air. You have no idea. This show gets a 3 out of 5. It was marginally better than usual. And that just about wraps it up for me. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on this week's show, too bad. There's no NXT podcast this week, so make sure instead to go over to Parts Unknown later on today and check out the Big Fat Quizzlemania of the Year as I try and recapture my Quizzlemania crown before the year's end. LIW will be fine as long as I have my crown.
And constantly looking over your shoulder for John Laurinaitis and his great big budget balancing abacus and axe. It's enough to make you, I don't know, like want to pack it all in. And to be fair, a few people did. Some called time on long, illustrious careers, some got out while the getting was good, and others made the difficult decision for the sake of their health. I'm Laurie, hailing from Parts Unknown, and these are all the wrestlers who retired in 2021.